Hello everyone, this is a very quick tutorial, so I suppose we could call it lesson 16 in building a new series Dalek in Blender, but it shouldn't take very long. It's just so we can create a texture for this ID tag that sits in the cowl. So if you remember the last video, we separated this object from the rest of the cowl, and we gave it a very basic UV map. So if I go into UV editing, and I've already got selected, but if you can't see it, just tab into edit mode, and we just projected it from view from front on. So that is what we have. Now we just need to create an image to go over this object. So to do that, we need a couple of things. So we need an image editing program, and I want to keep this tutorial series free. So we are going to be using GIMP. Now I'll be honest, I don't really know GIMP all that well. So I've just been experimenting. It's got some pretty basic tools, but it'll allow us to do everything that we need to do for this. And then if you go to the projectdalek.com forum, I'll leave a link to this post. You need to register to read it, but it's a free registration. Some very kind person has created a font that will allow you to type in whatever you want it to say, and then it'll convert it to that Dalek font. So just download it from the link and install it. So in Blender, in our UV editing workspace, we're going to click this UV button up here, go all the way down to export UV layout, make sure everything's selected. Let's just call it cowl ID tag UVs. And then just 1K texture is fine. You can do more resolution if you want, but I really doubt you'll need anything more than a 1K texture. So I'm just going to do it as 1024 by 1024. Export UV layout, and then open up GIMP. Go File, Open, and just find where on earth I put it. I've got such bad file system organization. And this day tutorial. Textures, cowl ID tag UVs. There you go. Open that. And then you should have this layout. So this shape here represents the UV layout of the object. So what we need to do is over here in this window, press this new layer button. Just call it background. No, it's not particularly important what you call it. And then we want to grab this bucket up here, which is the fill tool, and then make sure its color is set to, I mean, at the moment it's pure black. We can just lighten that up just a little bit. So I'm using 1E, 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 which is just fun to say. Press OK, and then fill that in. And then make sure, let's drag that underneath our cowl tag UV map. And then if we click this text tool here, and then in this big layout of fonts that appears, we are looking for logo code regular. I have no idea why I have two of them in there, but it's called logo code regular. So just click that, and then we are going to drag a text box right in the center here. And then let's set our font size to about 250. That should be fine. And change the text color using this box here to just off-white. Click OK, and then just type in whatever we want. So I'm going to type in hello, or I'm going to call him because it's typing the same color as the background. See, I'm not very good with GIMP. Let's call it Steve. It's my dad's name. A touching tribute to my dad, Dalek Steve. So that is font size 250, and then we can position it a little bit better in the middle. So click this move tool up here and just drag him up. Make sure Steve is selected. Ugh. This is going to be fun. Let's just deselect that and just move him around. That's basically centered. Oh, this is a poo program, isn't it? So it's a bit of see, why You would think, right, this is a little rant. You would think that most computer programs would be sophisticated enough to work out that the thing you have selected over here and the thing you're trying to move over here are the same bloody thing. But yeah. Anyway, that's good enough. So let's just hide using this eye, the UV map. So the text is basically in the middle. We're going to go to File, Export As, and let's just call it cowl ID tag steve.png. Export that. And then just export. Then let's go back into Blender, go to our shading workspace. So we've got the cowl ID tag selected. We just need to Shift A, add an image texture, press open, go to wherever we save the texture. There he is, cowl ID tag Steve, and just drag the base color to the base color. And then that's appeared over here. So nice and straightforward. Let's change the roughness, make it a bit darker. There we are. And really, you don't need anything more than that. So if I go back into layout and we go into rendered view, there you are. Just like that. Nice and straightforward. We've got our Dalek Steve. And in the next tutorial, we'll be rigging the Dalek, but I just figured I'd do an easy one first. So, please do like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers!